Hello again, everyone. Chris Hughes coming to you, CarolinaPreps.com. It's been a while since we've done one of these video interviews coming to you from our Carolina Preps offices this evening. Got a very special guest, a gentleman that I've known for quite a long time in this coaching profession, dating back to, the days you played at Mount Tabor High School. Coach Laymarr Marshall, heard some big news come across the wire today, taking the job at Parkland High School. I can't say that I was surprised because I think a lot of us, at least here in this area, thought that you would have been the perfect fit. So first off, congratulations and thank you for coming down here to the office to spend some time with us this evening. But tell us, first day on the job as the head coach. It's nice to have you back in town. A staple of football coach at Mount Tabor, spent some time at Carver. So we've seen you around here in Forsyth County for years. You took a couple years off, went to the college ranks, but it's great to have you back. And just tell us how it's been this first day on the job.
Well, it's good to be back, man. And first of all, thank you. Every day is a blessing. I'm glad to be back, in the coaching game. I really needed the time that I took off last year just to relax and kind of recharge my batteries. But, it feels good. It feels good to be back in coaching. It feels good to be back in coaching at the high school level. And it feels even better to be at Parkland High School. So I'm excited about the opportunity.
Well, let's talk about Parkland for a second. And you're Mount Tabor through and through. You're about the most Mount Tabor guy. My wife is a proud alum there. And having coached and played against Mount Tabor for so many years, the program that Bob Sapp had built over the years, it has really stood the test of time and really been one of the standard programs in 4A and sometimes 3A football for the last 20, 25 years. But to shift gears and go to a different school within the same county, I got to think that there might be a little bittersweetness involved that you're not over there wearing the blue and gold.
No bittersweetness. Mount Tabor will always have a special place in my heart. A lot of good memories there. Mount Tabor graduate. I've had 3 siblings who are also graduates. And spent almost 20 years there as a teacher and a coach. But my time there was up. And, I'm thankful to be here at Parkland. We've got great people from the administration on down, the faculty, great group of kids. And I'm just excited about this new opportunity. Parkland's another school with a great tradition, going back to the days of Homer Thompson and D'Angelo.
I was about to bring those two guys up. You beat me to the punch. You're absolutely right. Between those two coaches and just some of the other guys that have done a good job over the years. And I definitely don't want to take anything away from Coach Samick as well, who I think kind of steered them through and got them back and created a little bit of created something positive for you to move forward from what he's done. I got to think that you're in a really good position to make some noise immediately. I don't feel like there has to be any rebuild time. I think this is a ship that you can steer right into open waters.
Right. The program is in a healthy state. Coming off an 11-2 season last year, Coach Samick did a great job of, kind of establishing a new generation here at Parkland. And I told the guys when I had an opportunity to meet with them today that, I would not have taken this job if I didn't think we could win now and win big. So, we got a great core group of guys, a good distribution of younger guys and older guys, skilled players and linemen. So, we feel good and we're ready to roll.
Now, I know that you've got some familiarity with the program. You've been around the school for this past year. Any particular players that you could talk about that you already know today moving forward that you're going to have to count on to kind of carry the mail to be the leaders of this team and that can be some of the front runners in helping you put your signature on this program?
Well, we'll be leaning on all of our players. We want it to be a total team effort. But, of course, it all starts with our quarterback, Kamian Shell. Who's a great 2-sport athlete, one of the best point guards in the state as well, and having a great season on the hardwood. But he's kind of a Russell Wilson type of player, both his demeanor, his leadership, and his style of play. And so he's a guy that we can definitely build around, and he's got some weapons around him and an aggressive group of guys on defense. So we're excited to get going. We got exams next week, and we'll start our off-season program that following week and try to hit the ground running.
Hey, let's shift gears and talk a little bit about the philosophy of a Coach Laymarr Marshall versus necessarily Parkland. I was pleased to hear you talk about some guys getting it done on the hardwood. Mm-hmm. I am a very big proponent of kids being kids and going out and playing a lot of sports. What's your thoughts on how you operate your spring? Would you rather see your players play other sports, run track, baseball, basketball, whatever it may be? Or are you one of these guys that's really going to push them hard during the spring?
No, what I would rather see my guys enjoying their youth. You're only young once.
That's right.
You know, if you love lacrosse, baseball, soccer, whatever else you enjoy doing besides football, go out and enjoy it. You know, I like to see my guys competing. If they're playing another sport, I know they're competing, they're working out, they're staying in shape. You know, out there on the wrestling mat or the basketball court or the tennis court, wherever they are. And, you know, those guys who aren't, then let's get them in the weight room. Let's grind out hard. Let's get in great shape and prepare for the season. And but one thing I really enjoy about Parkland is that, you know, all of the coaches on staff throughout the different sports, they work well together. We believe in sharing our athletes. And I believe that you have to if you're going to be a great all-around athletic department at the high school level. So that's one thing I'll definitely enjoy about Parkland.
Well, before I let you go, you're in what I think to be one of the toughest 3A conferences in the state. It definitely showed us that last year. Let's talk about Mount Tabor, Dudley, Southwest Guilford has been really good. Last year, obviously, Parkland had a lot to say towards the eventual, doing very well in that conference. What do you think of your thoughts of this league? And obviously, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Right.
But that's going to be a very tough conference. It's a little bit different makeup than maybe the traditional CPC that you're used to.
Right.
But what do you think in terms of your week in, week out battles? What do you anticipate coming up?
Dog fights every week. I mean, all four of those teams that you mentioned are former 4A teams that moved down with the realignment. And all four teams have had a lot of success over the years at the 4A level. So we believe that if you're able to win this conference, then you're a contender to win a state title. You compete at the state level as evidenced by, you know, what happened this postseason. So, you know, that's goal number one from a competitive level. We want to win the Piedmont Triad 3A. You know, that's a tall mountain to climb, but we believe we got the guys to do it.
Well, Coach, I certainly appreciate you coming down here to the office today. As you can tell, I got some NASCAR memorabilia. I hope you don't mind hanging out in our friendly confines tonight. It's been a pure treat on my end to have you here hanging out with you, kind of reminiscing about some of the old days. But I certainly wish you the best of luck. Obviously, live right here in Forsyth County, so I'll keep a close eye on everything going down, and we'll come by and see you once you kind of hit the road with your spring workouts. But just thank you for coming, and we certainly appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you having me, Chris, anytime, and I hope to come back soon sometime.
Well, guys, again, this is Coach Laymarr Marshall for CarolinaPreps.com. I am Chris Hughes, and we'll see you next time.